I'm just going to do a quick tutorial here to show you how to record an audio feedback that will stream in an audio player in Brightspace. I'm going to do that first and show you just the basics. First of all, you just need an audio recorder or voice recorder. Every computer will have some form of a voice recorder. I know the main thing is whatever the voice recorder is, you have to be able to save it in MP3. So as long as you've got that covered, then you should have no problem. I know for Mac users, I think QuickTime is automatically installed as a default program. You can record audio in QuickTime without recording video. I think that also has a screen capture option for newer Macs, so that might be something you want to try out as well. The same process will work whether you're doing audio only, whether you're doing a webcam capture, or you're doing a screen capture. So all of them are basically the same process. If you want to just do audio with, say, a static image, so for example, I've got this static image here, I could do an audio recording, and I'm going to just show you what I mean. So I use Audacity. This is a free piece of software that you can download. It looks like this. I'm not going to show you much in terms of detail about it because you don't really need to know if you're not using Audacity. In this case, though, I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to just record a brief little message here. My volume is probably a little bit high, so I'm going to reduce that a bit. So I'm just going to do a 10-second clip. I'm going to save the audio. Again, don't worry about what I'm doing. Yours is going to be different depending on what software you're using. So I hit OK. So now I've got my MP3. Oops, maybe I don't. I do need to make sure. Okay, so note whatever it is you're using. When you're saving the file, make sure you're saving the file as an MP3, because this is the only one that will embed itself in an audio player in Brightspace. If you're using MPEG-4 or an M4A or a AC or any of these other formats, it may not and probably will not automatically convert to an embeddable file. So I've got everything set the way I want to. I'm going back, and again, I could be describing that still image or a screenshot to the students so that they don't necessarily have to see my face. They can just listen to my voice. So what you do to make that happen is you would hit reply, or you could do reply to thread if you were starting a new one. But let's pretend like I'm replying to myself here. You simply go to my computer, and you're going to insert from, I'm going to do this again. So you go to insert stuff, and again, hover on any of these to see what they are. Insert stuff, go to my computer, you go to choose file, and of course you want to know where you put your recordings, so put them in the same place every time so they're easily accessible. Here's the file I just made. I'm just going to double click that and hit upload. I've already done this once, so it's asking me if I want to create a new file. If you're giving your if you're doing a new file each time and you're naming it differently, then it won't matter. You'll never see this create new file. In this case, I'm going to create a new file just so it's not overwriting the one that I already posted. And then, of course, always give it I'm going to do feedback, milestone 3, Larry, or I'll put my own name, Jeremy. That way, you've got something that you could search later, and it won't you won't get into issues of having to overwrite or whatever. So hit, you enter, you notice, or save, you notice that it now has embedded as a player. So I'm just going to pretend like that's me, and you hit post. So now you've got this embedded MP3 file, the audio file that the students can play. For example, I'm going to record some. They can also download it if they wanted to, if it were something a little bit longer. Of course, you might want to, in your comments, make sure that they are aware. Make sure that they understand what it is that they're supposed to do. So that way they would know, they can hit file. And again, if you wanted to, you could have inside of your feedback, you could have an image, as I've said before. You could have an image. You could also take a screenshot of any markups that you might have done in Word. You could also not just in Word, but a PDF, basically any still image. So you can take a screenshot of that, or you could upload an image like I just did. And then the feedback itself could be related back to the image that is presented, or to a screenshot of the markup that you might have done in a Word or PDF. Hope that's clear.